Hello everyone, my name is Gail Galang and welcome to our peaceful classroom. Our peaceful classroom is a dedicated space where parents, educators, and other professionals come together to talk about ideas on how we may promote positivity and peace in the lives of our children and our teens. Today, we will be talking about one very essential aspect of health, our spiritual wellness. For some people, spirituality refers to religion, but it can also take shape as a personal journey that includes finding meaning and purpose in life. When we are spiritually healthy, we feel more connected to not only a higher power, but to others as well. In today's volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world, spiritual wellness allows us to appreciate life experiences for what they are. Whether you are a parent or a teacher, the present reality has brought in a lot of stress, insecurity, feelings of inadequacy, and exhaustion. Today, our protagonist, Dr. Edwin A. Eulalia, shares his own feelings and insights about teaching under difficult circumstances and the need to strengthen our spiritual selves in order to achieve peace in our lives. Dr. Edwin A. Eulalia is currently the subject area supervisor of the Christian Living Education Program in Miriam College Middle School. He was campus minister and social action coordinator of the same school for 4 years before coming the area supervisor. He is a licensed teacher, an author of several books and two published research works, a recollection facilitator, and a volunteer with a heart since his high school days. He earned his AB Psychology and MA in Counseling Psychology from the Ateneo de Manila University and his PhD in Family Studies from Miriam College. He has been in the academe for about 30 years now. More than being a teacher, he is a loving husband and a dedicated father to their only son. Let's listen to Dr. Eulalia as he talks about learning to pause for spiritual wellness.
Today we're going to discuss spiritual wellness for teachers, most especially during the time of the COVID-19 pandemic. A lot of changes have been taking part the past few months, and things have been quite stressful at times. I've been teaching for the past 30 years, and I've never encountered such a situation. That is why I've decided to share some things about what we are experiencing right now. To me, I'm comparing it to a chain. It's like a series of unfortunate events, one leading to the other. And the question is, how can we put a stop to it, or how can we help each other during this situation? A lot of unexpected and drastic changes are taking place, and this is causing us stress. As a result, also the teachers need to prepare in different ways, finding different strategies because of the innovations and because it has changed to online setup. or modular. So sometimes this causes teachers to be insecure. In a way, we feel that some are performing better than the others, or some are having a difficult time because they're not techie. At the same time, there's this situation at home wherein you still have to do your usual routines like chores, and so we get physically drained or we are tired. And then some are parents as well, so they take care of their kids. Some are still studying, so parents would help out. And this would also cause some sort of anxiety on the part of the teachers, no? Pressure on how they will do their job at the same time, balance their time with the family or the kids. Of course, there's also the fact that in online teaching, the parents are just there somewhere, okay? And there's always this fear of some of them might complain or some of them might answer for their children, the things that we ask or give them. And this makes the teachers quite uncomfortable, nervous, or sometimes there's fear of confrontation. And all this would also result to all these preparations and stuff, this stressful situation, sometimes lead to lack of sleep on the part of the teachers. Therefore, their physical welfare also would suffer. No? They would get sick, and lack of sleep would also lead to their appearance, like having eye bags or so on and so forth. Now, people like me, who have been teaching for so many years, would also look into the possibility of maybe it's time to retire. So we look into early retirement. However, there are budget constraints. So that is also part of the stress. No? How can I manage or budget for my family, okay, the things that they need if I don't have work? Some are also unfortunate. Some schools have closed down, so they don't have work. So where will they get their finances? Now, where will they get money to help their family cope with the situation? So that's another thing that they have to look into. Then, of course, all of this boils down to how can we cope? No? The past few months, I've been coping through a lot of routines like praying a lot, doing a lot of prayer time, reflecting, doing journals, writing journals, and then spending quality time with the family, watching films together, eating meals together. Okay. This was helping me to get up and cope. However, not all are into that. No? So that's another thing. In fact, how can we reach out to people? Like, for instance, I am a Christian living education teacher, but you see, right now, most of the churches are still on lockdown, and there are no masses, or if ever there are masses, minimal people can enter. So, how can I teach them about the church and its teachings if I myself am deprived of such um, sessions, no? Or being with the church as a community? So there's doubt or lack of faith at times. So most of the people would ask, why are these things happening? And tendency is some people would even blame God for what is happening around us. So that's another problem. That's another issue. And then, of course, there is lack of interaction. There is no classroom setup, no face-to-face. And this would lead to emptiness, feeling of emptiness sometimes, no? Feeling of emptiness. And there would be lesser opportunities to be role models to the students, minimal chances for spiritual growth. So all these things should be looked at during this time of the pandemic. Ling shared academics are people too, and like everybody else these days, we are tired, sleep deprived, scared, lonely, socially isolated, sad, worried, and in poor health. Conditions that undermine the quality of our work and the clarity of our thinking. It is no coincidence that it is very hard to find the motivation to work or to complete something that was previously effortless. Many of us are struggling. That is true. No? I've spoken to some of our coworkers, and most of them would say it is very difficult nowadays, where you can get the motivation to really do better and continue your craft in improving your craft as teachers. No? So it's very difficult. The thing is, where will be our anchor? That chain I was talking to you about earlier, no? Where will it be anchored? That is the big question. Smith said, describe experience of spiritual wellness as being connected to something greater than yourself and having a set of values, principles, morals, and beliefs that provide a sense of purpose and meaning to life. Then using those principles to guide your actions. Like I said earlier, what has saved me really is my foundation of faith. No, although I'm not saying it's perfect, because sometimes I really ask questions and I question God, no, but why these things are happening. However, it's because of the spiritual foundation, this strong foundation of faith. It has helped me a lot to cope with the situation. Templeton mentioned it's not about a specific religion or belief system. Spiritual health is about personalizing your journey. Some people might practice mindfulness as a way of checking in with their intentions, guiding their actions, and maintaining a values based approach to life. How you choose to strengthen your spiritual health is up to you. Okay, so we adapt to the situation. It depends on how our what's happening around us, how aware we are of the things happening around us, and how we can cope. Okay? And spiritually, it follows. No? It follows. We reflect, and then we pray real hard and to ask for guidance from our Lord God. So now the question is, how can you do this? Huh? Do we anchor our chain and remain imprisoned to the situation? Okay? Or do we do something about it? Do we allow the chain to rust or and be broken? Okay? Do we allow ourselves to be broken? Or do we do something, move around, do something else in order for that rust to disappear and things to work out better? Templeton stated that maintaining your spiritual wellness will look different for everyone. She said that one should dedicate a small chunk of time each day to the self. Make this time a priority, free of distractions, interruptions, and major activities. This time can be used to relax, reflect, meditate, or pray. Likewise, one should keep a journal. Writing regularly can help clear your mind and keep you accountable to the goals you have set. But this has helped me a lot. No? This reflecting and praying and writing a journal, it really helped me build more confidence and strive harder to really try my best to be a better teacher and also to guide others to rise up and move forward. No? It's so difficult, especially during this time of the pandemic. Smith added, your journey to spiritual wellness may involve the following: practicing meditation or yoga, praying or taking part in organized religion, spending quiet time alone pondering the meaning of life, building awareness through journaling, serving your community, spending time in nature, and appreciating music and the arts. There should be time for yourselves and listen to music, okay, and do your stuff or whatever keeps you up. Okay? And then also organize religion, attend online masses, okay, online recollections. This will help. This will help a lot.
The COVID-19 pandemic has pushed us out of our comfort zones, no doubt. The health hazards posed by the coronavirus, an unexpected shift to online classes, and the added responsibilities at home have created a stressful and demanding context for teachers and parents alike. Teachers have raised valid concerns about their well being during the pandemic. They have also questioned themselves and have had episodes of self doubt about their abilities to successfully deliver instruction using an online learning platform. Dr. Eulalia mentioned that the sudden move to online distance learning has created substantial challenges for teachers. For mid career teachers who have children at home, balancing work responsibilities with their home lives during the pandemic is an everyday struggle. Meanwhile, veteran teachers have reported being uncomfortable using technological tools required for teaching online from their own homes. Given these, providing supportive work conditions for teachers have become an imperative for success during the pandemic. One way we can offer support is to encourage practices that allow for spiritual growth and well being. Let's listen again to Dr. Eulalia as he shares valuable insights and practical tips on how to achieve spiritual health and wellness.
And I'd like to also share with you an acronym which I feel is very effective, and it is what I am actually practicing in order to break free from all those situations. No? And I call it pause. Pause meaning pray, adjust, understand, serve, and encourage. Okay. Above all, there should be belief in a supreme being, and we should be thankful for our blessings. We should pray and continue to ask for guidance, and continue to ask for help, and then always think positive. So that's being positive is really something that could help us move forward. So be positive. Next is awareness of what are the things happening around us. Accept, okay, acceptance of that things happening, and then learn to adjust. It's not helpful if we spread fake news or listen to fake news. Okay, what we should share to others would be the truth, okay? And then help each other adjust to the situation, okay? And not be overcome by fear. And then we have to understand what's happening around us and then undergo the changes that are needed. Discipline is very important. So we have been asked to wash our hands, wear masks when we go out, face shields, okay, and then maintain social distancing. Okay, this requires a lot of patience. Okay. But if we understand these things and do those things the right way, then things will change for the better. Then, of course, letter S stands for always feel special. All of us are special. We are part of God's creation. And then learn to serve and share from the heart. Okay. Share what we have, what we can do. Studies, a lot of studies say that or state that active participation in outreach activities or helping others, reaching out to others in need is also helpful on our part. Okay. It will also help us cope with the situation. We should be thankful for the frontliners and for all the sacrifices that they have made. Okay. We should continue to pray for those who have died. Okay. And God will continue to bless them and protect them. And on our part, whatever we can share, let's do it. Okay? Not because we're just at home, we cannot do anything about the situation. And we can do something. Okay? We can do something. And then, of course, you have be enthusiastic. Okay? I know it's difficult to find joy with the things that's happening around us, no? But if you maintain that enthusiasm, okay, and you become effective role models, you make use of those God-given talents, okay, to help each other, to help others in need, then things will change. Things will change. And we will someday experience um, that thing that we are hoping for, no? That things will be better. So be effective role models, especially to the younger generation. Smith further states spiritual wellness has the power and capability to make our decisions and choices easier, ground us during periods of change, and give us the resiliency to survive with grace and inner peace in the face of adversity. So let us all help each other experience that peace and be more resilient. Lastly, I go back to the question. So what should we anchor our chains to, or where should we anchor our chains to? The answer is plain and simple. Anchor it with love. Anchor it with love for God. Anchor it with love for others. Okay? So I'd like to invite each and every one of you to pause, pray, adjust, understand, serve, and encourage. Thank you for your time, and God bless you all. I hope that you will stay healthy and stay safe. Good day.
Spiritual health is more than religion. It is a personal journey. It is also important to know that spiritual wellness does not mandate you to pick up a religious practice. However, religion may be a route towards achieving meaning and purpose in our human existence. How we choose to strengthen our spiritual health is entirely up to us. Earlier, Dr. Eulalia used a metaphor of a chain that symbolizes a series of unfortunate events. He then asked the question, how do we break free from these chains? Or if not, where do we anchor the chains of exhaustion, uncertainty, emptiness, and self doubt? He provides tips which can be easily remembered through the letters of the word pause. Pause or pray, adjust, understand, serve, and encourage. But how else can we improve our spiritual wellness? It's best to figure out what techniques work for us. Others do it by examining their spiritual core, asking questions like, why am I alive? What is the purpose of my existence? These questions can lead to more in depth thinking about ourselves and allow us to notice things that will help us achieve fulfillment and meaning in our lives. Dr. Eulalia suggests keeping a journey for self reflection. Another way for other people would be to practice yoga. Yoga is a physical technique that can help improve spiritual wellness by reducing emotional and physical strains on mind and body. Related to this would be meditation and mindfulness. While managing your time and daily tasks can be hard, it is crucial to devote about 10 minutes of your time to connecting with yourself. Celebrating a busy holiday season like Christmas can mean people having the tendency to lose sight of their spiritual wellness. However, with all the stressors that come with holidays, breaks, vacations, it is especially important to be mindful of the reason for the season. It is good that we try to slow down, to connect with others, and to give back. And there are many ways to do this. To slow down, you can take a break from work and give yourself permission to pause and enjoy reconnecting with nature. To connect with others, you have to try to make time with friends or people you have not seen for a while. Make use of online technology to gather people, and this will increase our positivity and help us gain gratitude in our daily lives. To give back, help others, or reach out to people who need to be reminded that they are remembered and loved. Well, that's all for today. See you next time in our sacred space, our peaceful classroom.